Welcome back to Snippet Coder, and we are back with another video. In this video we will learn how to integrate push notification with Flutter and WordPress using OneSignal, the alternative of the Firebase push notification. So before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, subscribe the channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified of our latest videos. Thank you. So this is the website onesignal.com, and here we will register ourselves, and from there we will create the new application to access the push notification feature over there, and we will click on the sign up here, and from here we can log in with the email ID and password, and also we can use our GitHub account, or we can use our Google account, or we can also use our Facebook account also. So from here we have to authorize our application to GitHub login with our OneSignal, and we will authorize the application. So now we are registered with the OneSignal, and from here we will put the name of the application, and we are putting here Snippet Coder Push Test App, and from here we will select the platform, and we can select here Apple, Android or Web Push. So if we select here Android, and later on we can add on that Apple and Web Push also. Now we will click on the next, and from here we will select the Android. So from here we have to add the Firebase server key and the Firebase sender ID, and that we have to generate. For doing that, we have to click this link, that is read the documentation. So now we will open the Firebase account here, and we will click this link, and here we will log into our Firebase. So now we will go to the console here, and from here we will add the project, and we will click here add project, and here we will enter the name of the project, and we are putting here Snippet Coder Push Test. Now we click on the continue, and from here we have the option to enable the Google Analytics for this project. So right now we are not doing that, and we will disable it. Now we will click here create project. Now it's creating the project here, so that project has been ready. So now we will click on the continue here. So now we will click here on the gear icon, and here we click on the project setting here. So from here we will click on the cloud messaging tab. So now we are getting here server key here, and we have to copy this key from here, and we have to copy paste here, and same for the sender ID also. We have to copy this ID, and we have to paste here. So now we click on the next here, and here it is asking for the target SDK, and so we will click on that native Android, and we click on the next. Now we click on the save here, and we will click here leave setup, because we have already set up our push notification with the Firebase to the Android SDK. So we will later on we can do also for that iOS also. So now this is active. So now we will click on the keys and ID tab. So from here we will note the two things. First one is the OneSignal app ID, and the second one is the REST API key, and both these IDs we have to put in our WordPress. So now we have to download this plugin, that is OneSignal plugin, in our WordPress, and for doing that we have to go to our WordPress admin. So we will go in our plugin page, and from here we will click on the add new, and from here we will search the plugin OneSignal. Now we will click on this plugin, and we will click on the install now. Plugin has been installed, so now we will click on the activate. So it has been activated. So now we will click on this tab, that is in OneSignal push. So here we have to do the configurations, and we have to put the app ID here, that we have to copy from our OneSignal. So from here we have to copy paste our OneSignal app ID, and we will put here. Same we have to do for the REST API key also, and we will put here. So now we are getting here OneSignal label, and we have to put the label name here. The label we are using here news app, and here we have to put our Safari Web ID. That is our package name which we are using in our application, and we are putting a com.news app. Now we will enable this option, that is send notification additionally to the iOS and Android platform, and we have to enable it, and we will click here save button. Now our setting has been saved. So if we go to the post, and here we are getting the push notification option. Here you can see that we are getting that OneSignal push notification, and that we will later on cover when we will integrate the Flutter code, and after that we will do the testing from here. So now we have to install this plugin in the Flutter, that is OneSignal_Flutter, and we will add this package in our application. So we have to add the package here, OneSignal, and we have to put the version also, that is 2.6.2. So now we will add new page here, that is home page, home_page .file, and we will make it as a stateful widget, home page, and we will add one variable here, static final string OneSignal app ID, and here we have to copy paste the app ID from our OneSignal site, and this is the app ID we have to add in our code. And here we will create one function here, future type of void initialize platform state, and you can give any name of this function, and we are making it as async here, and here we will call OneSignal dot share dot initialize, and we will initialize it here, and here we have to pass OneSignal app ID, then here we have to OneSignal dot, and here OneSignal dot share dot set in focus display type, and we have to pass here OS notification display type dot notifications. Then we have to pass here notification handler here, and that we will cover later on. So we have to link here also the home page, that is home page, and we have to call this function from here, override void initialize state, and we have to call this function here, and here super dot initialize state, and from here we will return scaffold widget, and we have to pass the app bar, and the title we are putting here text widget WordPress OneSignal, and the elevation we are using as 0. Then we are putting a background color, colors.gray, and we are using a 200. And the body we are using here center widget, and the child we are using here text push notification. So now we will run the application to see our user is getting registered in the website or not. Let's run the application. Now the application is running, and now we will go to the browser and check our emulator is registered there or not. So from here we will click on the audience tab. So here we are getting one user here. So now we click on the all users, and here we are getting the register user, that is last active date, first session. Then we are getting here device details, then we are getting here player ID. That means the integration is successfully done. So now we will send the push notification from the browser, So now from here in the WP admin, we will click on any of the post, and here we are getting the option for send notification post update. That means if there is any update in the post, the notification will be sent, and we will click here, and now we will click on the update button. So the notification has been sent. So now we will see in the emulator. So from here we are getting the notification and the name of the application, snippet coder -news app, and we are getting here that post title here. So now if I click on this notification, it will open the browser here. So now we have to do some modification in the application. So whenever user click on any of the notification, we will redirect user on the page of that specific data which we are getting from the server, and we have to show that data on the click on the notification. So now we will open our function.php file that will be located in our WordPress WP include folder. So here we have to add some filter here to handle our one signal notifications whenever any notification click from the WordPress, and we have to pass some data from here, and also we have to remove the URL so that it will open whenever notification click, it will be open in our application. So here we have to add the filter here, add underscore filter, and the name is one signal underscore send underscore notification, and here we have that one signal underscore send underscore notification underscore filter, comma 10 comma 4, and here we have to create a function here, function one signal send notification underscore filter, and we have to pass the parameters here, fields, then we have the new status, then we have the old status, then we have the post here, and here we will close it. So now here we have to pass field is Android, and we have to make it true. Then we have the field is iOS, and we have to set it true. Then there is a very important, that is we have to set the URL here, fields, and we have the web underscore URL is equal to fields URL. Then we have to avoid opening the browser when your user click on the notification. For that we have to put this line here, unset, and we have to pass here fields and the variable name, that is URL. So now here we can pass the additional data also. Suppose we have to pass any post ID or post title or post category, anything we can pass from here, and that we have to pass here in the data, and we will send in the array, and we are passing here post underscore ID. Here we are passing here the ID of the post, and in the last we have to return here fields. So what we are doing here, we have added the filter here, and that filter will be executed when that one signal send notification will be called, and before that it will be that filter will be called. And here we are just passing is Android true, then here we are passing is iOS true, then here we are just setting the URL in the web URL and unsetting that URL to avoid clicking user on the notification opening the browser, and instead of doing that we will open the application here, and here we are just passing the additional data here. So now we will send the notification here there, and we will check we are getting these information there in the console or not. So now if I click on any of the notification, so here you can see the JSON payload we are getting from the server, and here we are getting the information which is required, and this is the additional information which we have added in our function.php, that is post ID, and that post ID we have to read in our application. So for that we have to modify our Flutter code. So now we'll create a new page, that is second page or dot file, and here we will make it as a stateful second page, and we have to pass the parameter here, string post ID, and here the constructor part. Then here we will make it as a stateful widget. And then we have the app bar here, app bar, and here we have the title here, text widget, WordPress, one signal, selected post, and we have the background color, and we are using a color dot in gray color 200. And then we have the body here, and here we have the elevation, we are using a 0, and the body we are using a center widget, and child we are showing here text widget, and here in the center we are showing here this dot widget dot post ID. Whatever post we are getting we are showing here. So now we have to create one file here to access our global navigation. In suppose our application is not working, but still we have to use the navigation and all whenever any notification come. So in that case we have to make our global navigation and all, and here we have that globals.dart file, and we will make it as a library, my_prj, that can be any name, globals. Then we have here global key, navigator, state, and here we have to import app navigator. So now we will go to the main.dart file, and here in the main function we have to put here global dot, and before that we have to import here, import, and the file name that is global.dart as globals, and here we have global.app navigator is equal to global key navigator state, and we will close it here. And here in the material we have to pass here navigator key global dot app navigator. So what we are doing here, in the main we are just passing that app navigator with the new instance of that navigator state, and the navigator key we are just passing this global dot app navigator. So now we have to modify our home page in our function of that notification, push notification, and here we have to pass one handler here, that is notification click handler, and we have one signal dot share dot set notifications, set notification open handler, and here we are getting the open result, and here we are getting where data is equal to result dot notification dot payload, and here we are getting the additional data. So now here the main part, that is from redirecting. Whenever user click on the notification, we have to redirect user to the page where we have to show that particular ID or data, whatever. Global, and we have to import here, import global as globals, and here we have the app navigator dot current state dot push, and here we have the material page route. Then we have the builder here, we are using a context. Then we have to pass the page name where we have to redirect, second page, and we have to pass here the ID. Before that we have to import this file, and here we have the post ID, and we are getting from data, and the name of that variable is post underscore ID, and we are to convert it to the string because we are getting the numeric value from the server. So now we will run the application and we will send a notification, and we will see if we are redirecting to that particular screen or not. So now we will send one notification from the server. So we have got that notification. So now we will click on the notification and we will redirect to the second page. So here we are getting into the second page, and here we are getting the ID, that is 48 number, that is the post ID. So when we click on the back button, we are getting to the home page. So now we will close the application and we will send a notification, and we will see if we are getting that notification or not. So our application is closed now. So now we will click on any notification. So we have received the notification here. So if you see here, there is no application running in the background. So if I click here in the notification, so now our application is getting open, and we are just redirected to the selected page where we have to show the notification. So that's all in this video. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, and very soon I am going to start a new series, that is WooCommerce or pizza delivery app. So stay tuned. So like, comment, share, and promote the channel as much as you can. So thank you all.